matriarch of House Core. But they didn't have to like it. They just had to obey it. Flanking the wrought iron manor door stood 2 large pine trees decorated with dripping candles. The House Vanth butler greeted her at the top of the steps. "Welcome, madame. Please allow me to assist," he said, taking the gift. "Careful with that," she said sternly. She rolled her shoulders, curiously missing the weight of the box, which, for a moment, had reminded her of what it felt like to carry Séverin, warm and sleepy in her arms as she had returned him to his home after the theater. "Pardon, madame," said the butler guiltily. "Though I do not wish to detain you from the festivities, she, wished to speak with you." She. The pine tree on her left rustled slightly as a woman stepped out from behind it. "Leave us," said the woman to the butler. The butler promptly did as she asked. The matriarch felt a stab of reluctant admiration for the woman who held neither power nor status in House Vanth, but commanded it anyway. Lucien Montagnier-Allery had brought her back with him after an artifact excursion to Algeria, and 6 months later she gave birth to their child, Séverin. There were plenty of women like her, women carried into another country while carrying a white man's child. Not quite wife or lover, but an exotic ghost haunting the halls and edges of society. But the matriarch had never met a woman with those eyes. Séverin could pass for a boy of France, but his eyes belonged to his mother, dusky and violet, the night sky veiled in smoke. The Order of Babel had ignored this woman just as soundly as they had ignored the Haitian mother of the House Nix heir, but there was something about the Algerian woman that demanded noticing. Maybe it was because she flaunted protocol, wearing her absurd tunics and scarves. Or maybe it was due to the rumors she cast before her, vast as her own shadow. That she had powers that didn't even look like any forging affinity. That the patriarch of House Vanth had found her in an enchanted cave, a dark-eyed mirage who appeared as if from nowhere. That she had secrets. "You have no right to corner me like this," said the matriarch. Kahina ignored this. "You brought something for him," she said. Not a question. "What of it?" the matriarch shot back. Guilt flickered through her when she caught Kahina's gaze. Hungry. Hungry for all that the matriarch could do that was denied to her. Kahina had the power to give birth to him, but not the privilege to call him her son. Power liked irony. "Why did you choose that present?" Kahina asked. The question threw the matriarch. What did it matter? She simply thought he'd like it. She could already imagine him crouched behind the toy theater, moving the puppets, his face not on the wooden stage but the imagined audience. He had a knack for understanding how things fit together, how to draw the eye. Perhaps he would grow up to be an artist, she mused. "Do you love him?" asked Kahina. "What? Do you love my son?" My son. The words felt like a slap. The matriarch of House Core could take him to the theater, shower him with gifts, but he was not hers. And yet her heart did not notice. "Yes," she said. Kahina nodded once, as if steeling herself, and then said, "Then please, you must promise to protect him."
Part 1. From the Archival Records of the Order of Babel. Master Boris Goryunov, House Dazbog of the Order's Russian faction, 1868. Reign of Tsar Nicholas II. On this day, I took my men to Lake Baikal. We waited until night fell. The men were scared and spoke of restless spirits in the water, but they are simple-minded and perhaps overly swayed by the reports of screaming girls. It is possible some forged object of the mind has driven the locals insane, and for that reason I have investigated, but found nothing. I have dutifully requested the assistance of the Order, but I doubt we shall find anything. I heard no haunting calls of dying women, which means they either never existed, or...